All right, looks like we're live here. I haven't done one of these little podcasts or chats or whatever you want to call it in a while, and my microphone is not the best, but I'm sure you guys will just bear with me. For some reason, YouTube changed the way you start these Google Hangouts, and I finally figured out how to do them. It really makes me upset when YouTube and Google change things around and just make it even more difficult to do something. I swear they have people down there just just waiting for us to get used to something, and then they're like, "Hey, let's make it harder and more difficult." So I want to try doing these live chats once a month, and what I want to do is, if you want to ask me any questions related to things on my channel or things in general, you can do so by leaving your questions in the comments section of this video, and then I'll open it up uh, the YouTube page, and I'll see what you guys have listed in the comments section of the previous video when I do this video next month. So that's what I want to start doing. About once a month, I'll do a live chat just to talk to you guys. And if you want to actually join the chat, you can. You can either enter a chat in the sidebar, or you can even try to be more involved in the actual live chat. Other than that, things that are going on, my tripod is not working. I said bipod, but it's actually tripod. It broke, so I actually got to get a new one before I can finish up my review on this 1911 I've been using. It's pretty good 1911. I'm not going to say what kind it is, but if you watch my channel, you probably already saw it. I'm not a big fan of the 45 ACP, but I use this 1911 for Wild Bunch cowboy action shooting, which is under the same umbrella for cowboy shooting. It's just a different entity in itself, where you use a 45 caliber 1911, a 40 caliber or larger lever action, and then a model 97 or model 12 12 gauge shotgun, and it has to be a 12 gauge. It's not too. It's a lot of fun, I guess. But the 1911 part was difficult because I didn't really know a lot about them. I'm not experienced with them, but now I've gotten pretty good with one. And I'll show you guys more of that when the final review comes out. Hopefully, sometime in early January, that review will be finally done. I've actually been working on video on editing that already. Like I said, I just need to get a tripod and get a little bit more footage of it, and it'll be good to go. Next year looks to be a great year with the channel. I'm going to have a lot more gun reviews. I got a lot of stuff lined up. It's just really cold outside here in the Northwest. I think outside right now, I can check on my phone here. It's let's see what the temperature is. Looks like it's like 23 degrees outside. So it's pretty cold out. And when it gets below freezing, I'm not a big fan of going outside unless I have to. So the videos are just not being made right now. But next year, we're going to have a lot more videos for you. I plan on doing, like I said, more gun reviews and talking to you guys more and being more involved with the channel. I'm definitely going to push the channel a lot more. So I saw Trump won the election with the electorals, so he actually got the votes. And I knew he was going to win it. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out that the media is just spinning it. I mean, just look at how they were talking about the polls when he was running for office and how he kept like losing every single poll, but yet he won the election. And I don't really talk about politics that much on this channel, but with Trump winning, I don't foresee any ammo shortages or things like that. I mean, I'm still going to keep buying the same as I always do, so I'm not going to lighten up on that. But now I can actually go to a gun shop and say, hey, I want to buy this powder, and they'll have it, versus, you know, having to go to every store here in town and trying to figure out who has powder in stock. Same with primers too. If you guys reload, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Or even if you buy ammo, like I know a lot of guys who buy in bulk and they're just having trouble finding anything. But now hopefully we can actually start finding all that stuff, no problems. Other than that, not a lot going on here. My company I work for, one of the contracts is changing over to a different company, so I'm getting brought on with them, and that's been causing a lot of issues because I don't know if I can have a dual license, but so far they said I can, and so I guess I'll be working for two separate companies for now until one of them starts giving me more hours, and then I'll just leave the other one. But as far as my personal life, that's about it, really. I'm definitely going to do more cowboy shooting videos. I'm not going to do as many as I did this year. I'm going to just film a couple at a time. But mostly when I do those, they are for the other guys in the video. They like to critique themselves and watch how they shoot and then try to get better from watching, their own videos of them shooting. So that's mostly the reason why the cowboy shooting videos are there. I want to try not to do as many, but if you guys see them and don't like them, don't worry. They're kind of there for the people in the video. But if you want to watch them and check it out, that's cool too. I definitely think you should try cowboy shooting. It's something I didn't think I would have liked as much as I do. I went to my first shoot I went to was just to watch. And after I watched it, I started buying all the stuff to do it. So that's all it took for me to get hooked, was just going out watching an event. And in my area, there are 4 different cowboy shooting ranges or clubs I can go to. So when I go to these matches, I can really shoot every weekend if I wanted to. And then I have 2 to 3 other clubs that are within an hour to an hour and a half away from me as well. So I mean, there's a grand total of like 7 clubs within 2 hours of my area. So I can definitely go to a lot of events. The one I mostly go to is the one you see on the videos, the one called Windy Plains. And they're probably the closest range to me, and a lot of my friends go there. So that's why I usually go that one the most. But it's something you guys should definitely check out. Sassnet.com is the website if you want to find a shooting club near you. Do any of the guys that listen to this, do you guys compete at all? I don't really talk to very many guys on the channel about competition. I did the IDPA for a little bit. It wasn't really my cup of tea, only because the range, I think, that does it, they only do 3 stages, and you pay $15 to shoot 3 stages. So I mean, you're only shooting like 70 seconds for $15, whereas when I go cowboy shooting, it's $15 for 6 stages, and it's just, to me, a lot more fun. I mean, and then the this indoor range where they do this IDPA, it's, like I said, 3 stages, and it takes me about 45 minutes to get there and 45 minutes back. And it's just a lot of hassle just to go shoot for 70 seconds. And it's just something that I don't really feel the need to do. Like, I don't know. I don't get the same rush I do from it as I do with cowboy shooting. So that's why I kind of stopped. But if they would do at least 5 or 6 stages, I'd probably be more inclined to do it. So if you guys know anyone who wants to buy a Mosin 9159, just say something in the comments and I'll get in touch with you. I have a FFL dealer. I could do a transfer, and so we could ship it to your FFL if anyone's interested in buying that. I am selling it just because I don't use it. I mean, really, that's the bottom line. And I'm not a collector, as I've told you guys in videos before, where if I don't use a gun and it doesn't get shot, it's going away. Now, my AR-15 doesn't get used that much anymore simply because I'm really involved in cowboy shooting, but I do like to go out and take it out once in a while. But the Mosin, I mean, I got to force myself to take it out. I just don't really care to use it, and I'd rather get something else. I'm thinking about getting a Springfield 03A3, but that's still kind of up in the air. I want to purchase a 30-30 here pretty soon, because in cowboy shooting, they do a side match called long range shooting, and I want to trick that one, the 30-30 out with the rear tang mounted sights, like those ones that go on the buttstock. And we're going to make that thing really cool for some long range shooting out to 200 yards, 300 yards. But other than that, not too much going on here. There's about a foot of snow outside, so it's just really cold and just crappy out, and nobody really wants to go out and hold a camera and film me shoot anyway. But when we get the 5,000 views, I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know if I'm going to do a pistol or a rifle. If I did the rifle, I'd probably give away a 1022. I don't know how the 22 market is right now. I don't know if you could find 22 ammo. What have you guys heard? I haven't really looked for any 22 because I haven't shot 22 in a while. I still have some left. I probably still have about 1,000 rounds of 22 laying around. So I'm not hurting on buying 22 ammo anytime soon. But I'm just wondering if you could still find it. Especially, I used to buy it at Walmart. I'd buy the bricks of it or whatever. And I haven't seen a brick of 22 for sale in a while. But then again, I haven't really looked too hard. Are you guys interested in any reloading videos? I did a couple, and it seems like they didn't really take off, or there wasn't any interest. But I bought a single stage press recently for reloading rifle rounds. I don't like doing rifle rounds on my Dillon 650. I don't like the progressive press when you're trying to make precision, accurate rounds. So I went with the single stage press because I'm going for precision instead of quantity. When I make my pistol rounds on the Dillon press, pistols can only be so accurate. And when you're not using a bull barrel or shooting bullseye competitions with a pistol, I'm not really worried about the accuracy. Even my little 38s are they're plenty accurate for what we do, and I can easily get them in the group in about the size of my palm of my hand at 7 yards. So I'm not worried about the accuracy. But if you're trying to get it into like a dime size group where you're shooting one hole at 7 yards with your pistol, then yeah, I would have to go with something a little bit different in my opinion. But for long range competition, I think the single stage press is a win-win. A lot of guys I talk to who shoot long range, they use a single stage press because it control everything a lot better. These guys are weighing out their charges, like they weigh it and then they use a trickle charge to get it precisely where it's supposed to be at. And so this is stuff I'm learning about as I go. So next year I'll have some more videos and some long range stuff. But other than that, guys, like I said, I don't know what else to talk about. Mostly it's just I'm gonna do one of these once a month. We'll see how they go. I'll do it for a couple months, but if nobody's leaving any questions in the comments section or really cares to watch this, then it'll just go away. And I'm definitely not going to buy a headset with a microphone and stuff if no one else is going to listen to this. So other than that, like I said, I keep saying I don't know what to talk about. I'm just trying to think of if there's anything else going on. Just don't really have too much going on, but I do appreciate all the support that you guys put into this channel. Just watching the channel is the biggest thing that I can ask for. People ask how can they contribute. I said just watch the videos. Just watch the videos and share the videos. That's the biggest contribution you can make right there. But if you would like to be a guest on this podcast thing or something, we can definitely get you on, and we could talk to some of the viewers out there. We get like 2 or 3 of you guys on here, and then if you don't want to talk, you could do the group chat on the side. There's a live chat thing you can do. But other than that, I'm just looking. I don't see anything on the group chat. So I don't even know if anyone's even watching it. Nope, I think there was one guy watching, but he left. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. And I'll guess I'll just see you guys next month, and stay tuned for more videos.